Biblical roles in the family is a tough topic that often elicits a strong emotional response. There's a lot more to the topic than we can cover today and tomorrow, but we're going to hit the high points. If you'd like to learn more about the roles that God intended for men and women, I have listed a few resources in today's post with links for your convenience. First things first, did God design men and women differently? Duh! I think we can all agree on this one. Of course He did. Culture, though, is constantly trying to minimize those differences by blurring the line between manhood and womanhood. But that doesn't change God's original intent. God intended them to complement each other. Some things are done well by both men and women, but generally speaking, there are some strengths that God gave primarily to men and other strengths that He gave primarily to women. Let's begin looking at biblical manhood today. God created man in His image. He was created to be in a position of authority and leadership. In Genesis 2, we're told that Adam was placed in the Garden of Eden to work it and to care for it. Adam named all the animals and oversaw the management of the garden. He wasn't created to just sit and enjoy the good life. He was created to lead, to provide order, and to prevent chaos. Unfortunately, today we see more chaos than order. Did you know that about 70% of prisoners in the U.S. come from fatherless homes? 63% of all teen suicides occur in homes where the father was either abusive or absent. Wow, these are alarming statistics that show that when the man isn't fulfilling his role as protector and provider, serious issues often result. In Dr. Tony Evans' book, Kingdom Man, he describes it this way. To say that men have lost their identity is an understatement. Casualties abound of men not fulfilling their God-given role to provide leadership and mirror God's character and management. Too many men have been lured away into the ways of the world. Their careers become idols as they strive to achieve more and more worldly success. Their marriages wither as they don't take the time and effort required to keep them healthy. Some escape reality by turning to pornography or affairs. They are lost and they can't find the courage it takes to admit that and change their life. Because it takes courage to step up, to protect those you love, to lead when you aren't sure where you're going, to do what's right when you just don't feel like it. I believe our nation is experiencing a crisis of courage among our men, and we need to diligently pray for God to instill courage in the hearts of men across this great nation to step up into their God-given roles as husband, father, leader, protector, etc. We also need to take steps to become such men ourselves and to guide the younger men in our lives. Our sons, our grandsons, boys in Sunday school class, the guys who've been abandoned by their fathers, they need role models to show them how to follow God, even when it's difficult. They need someone to come alongside and help them understand the value of the incredible responsibility God has given to men. Men, I'd like for you to read Proverbs 4 today. Write down in your homework some of the qualities you see that describe a godly man. And how can you apply these verses in your life today? Who else needs to hear the truths found in this passage? I encourage you to reach out to that person and together grow into being God's men. If you'd like to learn more about how to do this, I highly recommend the book I quoted by Dr. Tony Evans. It's called Kingdom Man. I also highly recommend a book by Rainey entitled Stepping Up, A Call to Courageous Manhood. Links for both of these resources are in today's post.